Hello everyone, this is Gage from Gondor Smith, and today I'm going to be bringing you guys another third Reforged online multiplayer battle replay. Now, this one is actually a 3 vs 3 siege of West Osgiliath, and it is actually in the Christmas spirit because it is all snowy out, as you can obviously tell. This one was sent in to me by Master Blaster, so a big thank you to him before we get any further. And also, I was going to say that I was actually going to partake in this battle, but unfortunately my internet has been incredibly bad recently. Like, I only have like 0.36 megabits per second of download and like 0.99 megabits per second of upload, so anytime I tried to join a game it would instantly lag out or crash. Not the game, I mean, but my internet. So that's very unfortunate, and as it is, it's probably going to take like 3 days to upload this video, so if it's coming out late, I do apologize for that. Anyway, without any further ado, we'll go ahead and get into the army compositions, but I actually am kind of on a time crunch here, so I'm just going to have to kind of skim over the army compositions. So, the first army we're going to go over is that of Master Blaster, who is commanding the Free Peoples of Eriador. He's got a pretty standard Eriador army, except with maybe one exception. He's got Battle Rainy Dunedain, Black Wolves, Four Shell Captains, Green Ray Guards. I believe he's also got 2 units of Cardinal Warband, yeah, 2 units of Bandits, 2 units of Bandit Ambushers somewhere over here. He's also got some 4 Shell Heavy Swords, and only surprisingly 1 unit of 4 Shell Gatekeepers. And he's actually got 3 units of a Dunedain Rangers, so very surprising, but still should be pretty effective. And anyway, the next defending army is that of Starling, who's commanding Gondor. He's got 3 units of Axemen of Lossarnach. Not bad for cheap AP, which is definitely something that Gondor kind of lacks, is AP in general. And so cheap AP units like the Axemen of Lossarnach, when supported, can actually do very, very well. He's also got 2 units of the Veterans of Osgiliath. He's also got, I believe over here, yes, he's got 1 unit of the Wardens of the White Tower and 1 unit of Shielded Fountain Guard. And I believe he also has back here is where his more offensive units are. He's got 1 unit of the Sons of Argonast, 1 unit of Gondorian Winged Swordsmen, and 2 units of Lossarnach Nobles. I don't actually know if he even has any just like standard Gondor infantry. The money seemed very, just from the army comps anyway, the money seemed very, very much in favor of the attackers, which it usually is in sieges, but it just seemed like a little bit more than usual. Anyway, he's back here is where he's got more of his skirmishers. He's got 1 unit of Trebuchet, 1 unit of the Athelian Rangers, and 1 unit of Wardens of Miz Ithil, who incidentally are the only AP unit that Gondor has, which for archers anyway, which is actually very nice because they're definitely not a very skirmish heavy faction. They do not have very good archers at all, and they don't really have very good cavalry either. But nonetheless, he actually does have 1 unit of the Gondor bodyguards and 1 unit of Gondor knights somewhere over here, so definitely a very surprising army composition from Starling. And the third and final defending army is that of Darkened King, who is commanding the army of Dol Amroth. He's got 2 units of Tirithar Wardens, 1 unit of Tirithar Marksmen, 1 unit of Nimrodel Rangers. I believe he also has some Fountain Guard, 2 to 3 units of Dol Amroth Men-at-Arms. Oh, looks like he's actually got some Talon Knights. Oh, and Starling actually has 2 Polygram Marines. I did not see that. Anyway, besides this, I believe, yeah, he also has Black Root Veil Archers, Knights of the Silver Swan, 3 units, I believe, of Edhelland Halberdier. If I can speak, goodness. 3 units of Edhelland Halberdiers, 1 Catapult, and I believe his unit of Haven Guard is like way over there. And it looks like he also has some Dismounted Swan Knights. But anyway, we'll now go to the attackers, which is where you can definitely see the money just because of the units that they brought. So the first attacking army is that of Pharaoh, commanding the Orcs of Gundabad. He's got 2 units of the Root Hour Heavy Pikes, 3 units of Black Arcs of the Mountain, 1 unit of Snow Trolls, 3 units of Root Hour Berserkers, which is really saying something because they maxed out at 2 before the price increase, so that third one must have been very expensive. He's also got 2 units of Guardians of Karn Doom, 2 units of Witch Realm Scourge Raiders, 1 unit of Witch Realm Blackguard, 1 unit of Witch Realm Hammer Guard, and 1 unit of Snogger Stalkers. It also looks like he has some archers here, but I don't know what they actually are because they are hidden. And I'm pretty sure that wraps up his army composition besides the Blackguard, if I did not already say them. And over here we'll go to the second attacking army, which is that of Horseyhawks YT, who is commanding the army of Khand. Now he's got 2 units of Variag Warriors, right here and there. 2 units of the Brotherhood of the Axe, and the second one must have been super expensive. He's also got 1 unit of Brotherhood of the Sword. 3 units, I believe, of Nerad Footmen. 1 is here, the other 2 are in the water. 1 unit of Condish Marauders, 1 unit of Nomadic Axemen, 1 unit of Nomadic Warriors. He's also got, I believe, 3 units of Nerad Militia, 2 units of the Nerniag Infantry, and 1 unit of the Nerniag Raiders, as well as 1 of Variag Bowmen. So we'll now go over to the third and final attacking army, which is that of Second Pink, who is commanding the army of Mordor. Now he's got a very standard Mordor army. He's got Mordor Halberds, Mordor Urks. We have Temple Guard, Mornon Heavy Maulers, Mordor Bows. That's hard to say quickly. And over here, he's got most of his expensive units like the Temple Inquisitors, Troll Catapult, Melkor's Chosen, Balrogs, and in here with the Inquisitors, you can see the Nazgul. So a very, very expensive army right there from Mordor. And without any further ado, we'll go ahead and start it off. Oh, did not want it at 2 times. Oh man, the trebuchet of Starling, if he can capitalize on the deployment of Mordor before Second Pink is able to run his troops away, it's definitely going to be very good. You can already see the archers starting to take their toll on the unshielded units of Mordor, like the heavy mauler. Okay, so we're back now. It crashed, but that's okay. We are now back. Anyway, so you're going to see the Athelian Rangers and Wardens of Minas Ithil beginning to open fire on the Mordor blob death forces right here. However, these Temple Guard will be able to return fire and take out both the Athelian Rangers and the Wardens of Minas Ithil if they are supported by these Mordor Moron bows. And I believe he also has a unit of Numenorean Shadow Guard here, which would be easily able to take out these 2 Gondor Archer units, especially because both of them are very lightly armored. I mean, the Wardens do have hit points, but as you can see, they're already starting to drop pretty quickly to those Temple Guard. But yeah, Gondor is at a very interesting, has a very interesting playstyle, at least now, because they have pretty decent infantry, not bad. They have some pretty good units, and their archers aren't great, and their cavalry actually has a debuff against other cavalry, so they're pretty hard to use. Oh, a very good trebuchet hit right there from Starling with right into those Mordor Moron halberds and orcs, maybe. So not the most expensive unit in the world to take out, but still, every orc burnt by a catapult ball will help out. But if he's able to take out something like, yeah, the Temple Inquisitors or the Balrogs or the Melkor's Chosen, that'd be very, very good for him, but it doesn't look like he's going to be able to. Looks like Second Pink is going to be able to run away his expensive units in time. It actually looks like, yeah, the Wardens of Minas Ithil and the Athelian Rangers are having to retreat now because they're taking too much skirmish fire. Because, yeah, like I said, the Athelian Rangers cannot stand up to archer fire very well at all. Oh, no, it actually looks like the Wardens of Minas Ithil are actually where Starling's general is. Okay. That's cool. I believe... Okay, yeah, they actually... a minor infantry fight has begun. Starling is kind of throwing away his Axeman of Lossarnoch right here against the Gondor's forces, which is really unfortunate because he does not have a lot of AP, and if the Axeman of Lossarnoch are supported by something even pretty cheap like Gondor Infantry or even Gondor Militia, they actually can do fairly well. So I don't really know why he's kind of just throwing them away like this, but I guess it is giving his... Veterans of Osgiliath a little bit of time to start firing down these units. Yeah, it looks like they're actually going for the Nerniag infantry. Bandit ambushers from Master Blaster look like they were coming into support, but they may be retreating now? No. Okay, yeah. Looks like they're going to turn around and help this 3rd unit of Axemen of Lossarnoch. Oh, the Nerniag infantry are just absolutely pouring on the missile fire. You can see the veterans are actually retreating now. Probably should have had the veterans in loose formation, but because they do have the shield bonus, they are fairly hard to skirmish down. Yeah, bandit ambushers are now trying to help out the Axemen of Lossarnoch. And there's some Variag bowmen and Nerniag infantry marching forward, as well as some Nerniag raiders. Nerniag infantry do actually have like 11 missile damage, which is very high, higher than anything Gondor has. I believe the highest missile damage for Gondor at the moment is only 9. But the Nerniag infantry are very, very inaccurate. Okay, yeah, so you can see that the both the bandit ambushers and Axemen of Lossarnoch on this side are just getting pretty much swept away. But over here they're actually holding up fairly well, mostly because they're definitely facing against lower tier units like the Nerad Militia and Gondor's Marauders. However, because the Nerad Footmen are kind of right here on the flank, they are going to get taken out eventually. You can actually already see that this unit of Nerad Footmen are just pushing through in shield wall. Definitely does not bode well for the defenders. Yeah, you can see they're already starting to take a lot of losses. And Master Blaster is committing another unit of bandit ambushers, and back there... Whoa, how many bandit ambushers did he have? Did he have 4 units of bandit ambushers? That's interesting, because I'm pretty sure they the price is increased after 2. Melkor's Chosen coming in, probably trying to get out into the open right here and cycle charge the backs of these forces. But, ooh, bandit ambushers taking some pretty brutal arrow volleys from the Gondish archers. But it does look... Yeah, Master Blaster does have some Dunedain Rangers up here, taking advantage of this wall right here to be able to fire down. Looks like the same goes for these Veterans of Osgiliath. But yeah, pretty much all across the board, though, you can see that the defending infantry out here is pretty much either broken or running away. Yeah, it looks like the defending archers are targeting the Gondish archers, which is definitely not a bad idea at all because they are not in loose formation. Ooh. I don't know if that was a catapult or the trebuchet, but either way, it was definitely a good hit. Yeah, I don't know, actually. You can see they've got the defenders have a very nice setup back here. They've got a lot of elites like the Wardens, Shield Found Guard, Black Wolves aren't bad. Middle Rangers are here as well. And over here you can actually see that the forces of Gundabad are starting to move. Dark Elven King has set a pretty nice defense right here. There's also some Dunedain Rangers who are actually being forced to march off the wall because of the catapult fire. And also some Blackroot Vale Archers. These guys are not bad if they are on walls, because it's very hard to skirmish them down on walls. Well, pretty much any archer unit is. However, in like a 1v1, just like archers versus Shadow Guard, I believe the Shadow Guard would probably win pretty easily. So the Pharaoh's taking a rather slow approach to it, just going to batter down the walls with his catapult rather than push forward his Naga Stalkers right away anyway. This is going to use a lot of ammo, but it will like, at least stop him from taking too many archer losses in the beginning. Wall is already starting to crumble. Yeah, just taking a pretty slow approach over here, so I guess we'll go over here, over there. I'm sorry. Sometimes I can't even speak English. Okay, looks like there's some Nerad footmen actually marching forward with some ladders, trying to get up on the wall to silence these Dunedain Rangers, who possibly were going away. Sorry about the frame drops, by the way. There's really nothing I can do about it. There are a lot of troops on the battlefield. Veterans of Osgiliath just kind of standing here, and there goes the wall that Pharaoh was trying to take out with his catapult, which is going to force, of course, more defending units to be put over there rather than just on the gate. Oh, the siege tower just got taken out, but I don't know what it was by. I assume it was from a catapult, right? But I don't know where there even is a catapult around here. Okay. Well, that's good. For the defenders, I mean. Battle Rainy Dunedain, Dol Amroth Men-at-Arms, tier their Wardens. Okay, yeah, now they have ladders up here, but it actually looks like the defenders don't have anything on the wall to stop them. They've got some nobles down here. Oh, wait, no, they've got some... they're putting... Oh, only 25 bandit ambushers. Probably should commit these Lost or Knock nobles up there. But, I don't know. Because the ambushers will not be able to hold against the Nerad footmen for long. Archer fire coming in from the nomads. Looks like they're targeting... Oh yeah, targeting the Imperial Rangers. That's definitely very, very good. You can see they're already dropping. Which is definitely not good for Dark Elven King because it is an AP archer unit, which is something that is not too common for the factions of men. Oh, taking a lot of losses right there. Not good at all. Trying to run them away now, but I'm afraid a lot of damage has already been done. Okay, looks like the ram is now there, because I just heard the dude say that the he's now battering down the gates. And we'll go ahead and check out this wall fight, because it looks like there's nothing really else going on. Yeah, bandit ambushers just having a very tough time of it, getting dropped very, very quickly. I really do think that Starling should commit his Lost or Knock nobles up here if he wants to hold this wall for any length of time. However, these Nerad footmen are definitely not to be underestimated. They are actually AP in melee and have like 40-something defense and 19 attack. So definitely should not be underestimated. We'll go ahead and take a look over at that wall. See if anything else has happened. No, not yet. A lot of siege towers brought by Pharaoh. No. Looks like nothing really has happened yet over there. A lot of Mordor forces have actually come over here now to help out Khand. Mordor Mornon are bows firing, and another ladder has been brought to the wall. This time the Lost or Knock nobles are up there, but they're not going to have the support of the bandit ambushers to kind of like thicken out their numbers. You can see that they're doing much, much better over here than the poor bandit ambushers who are just getting cut down, not only by the Nerad footmen, but now also by the nomadic axemen. Knock nobles starting to take a number of losses, but yeah, Starling really needs to probably commit some more units over here just to help out. Actually, looks like Master Blaster is going to do that with some bandits. Obviously not going to get a lot of kills, but they will be able to kind of help thicken the lines. Actually, look like, yeah, the Black Wolves have been committed over here. They're going to actually do pretty well against the Nerd Footmen just because they are AP with multiple hit points, with 2 hit points. So they should do fairly well against the Nerd Footmen. Besides here, I don't think there's really been... Oh, I take it back. There actually has been fighting. The Nerd Footmen, Nerd Militia, and Gondor Marauders are now in a full fight against the Shielded Fountain Guard, Cardland Warband, and Bandits. But they're Bandit Javelins, but not those Bandits. Oh, as well as the Battle Ring Dunedain. So right here, there's really no chance of the attackers winning this fight without sending forward more units. You can see that they've got Second Pink already has some elites back here in the form of the Balrogs, as well as some Temple Guard. So the defenders really should not be pushing out here. They need to stay back here and take advantage of this one narrow choke point. Yeah, Balrog's just sitting there. Troll Catapult not moving in. A lot of dead already. Oh, Catapult. Trebuchet maybe? I believe that's the Trebuchet. Yeah, the Trebuchet of Starling. So yeah, he definitely needs to get that working against these hugely blocked up forces right here. 22 to 18% now. So the attackers are narrowly winning. Percentage-wise anyway. Yeah. Because these Lost Knock Nobles were not supported, you can see they were already starting to fall very, very quickly. I mean, obviously they did get a lot of kills up here on the wall, but they really need some more help. Yeah, yes, good job. Committing these second unit of Lost Knock Nobles here is definitely a good thing. However, if he does that and he loses both of his units of Lost Knock Nobles there, that will be all of his AP units in melee. Because he already lost his Lost Knock Axemen or whatever they're called, the cheaper unit. Ooh, a lot of the Eriador forces here are taking losses just to arrow fire. Looks like he took his Black Wolves off the wall. Not a wise move because that will allow these Nerd Footmen to just come right down here and force another battle down here rather than just the ones you already have. Okay, yep, and now the Balrogs have been committed, pretty much just sweeping away the defense right here. Looks like the Shield Fountain Guard were for some reason taken out of the fight at the gate, which is just going to allow these units to just push straight through. Not the wisest move, I should say. Yeah, and even the Shielded Fountain Guard, yeah, they're going to get taken out fairly quickly by the Balrogs, especially if they're supported by the other units here. Whoa, so yeah, massive push right here by the attackers. Oh, he's got his other unit of Lost Knock Nobles here by the tower, okay. Okay, they are getting their skirmishers firing, which is definitely something they need right now, because their infantry obviously is really starting to struggle. Okay, and over here looks like Gundabad has finally started to move forward. Looks like the Knights of the Silver Swan are trying to take out these Numenorean Shadow Guard, but they're going to get caught in the back by these Snow Trolls, who have a bonus against cavalry, which is why you can see more Knights of the Silver Swan dropping fairly quickly. Goblin Trackers, Rotary Pikes, okay. Looks like, yeah, he's got a lot of towers, he's got the gate now, or he's got the ram at the gate now. Definitely not looking good at all for the defenders. Looks like the Gondor cavalry is actually out and about, trying to cycle charge. Maybe into the Witchrealm Blackguard? Not a bad idea. Oh yeah, the defenders have been spread very, very thin here, which is surprising considering there's only one army attacking right here. Then again, Gundabad should never be underestimated, because they are, of course, very, very good in the current patch. Okay, another fight on the wall right here. Actually, that looks pretty cool. Maybe I'll take a screenshot of that and put it as the thumbnail. Looks pretty sick. Anyway, dismounted Swan Knights against Witchrealm Scourge Raiders. This will be an interesting fight. I'm not sure. It seems like there's a bonus. Defending units on walls have a bonus, so the dismounted Swan Knights will probably be able to win despite the fact they're not AP like the Scourge Raiders. Yeah, it looks like these Scourge Raiders are having a very tough time with it actually. But then again, the dismounted Swan Knights are no weak unit by any means. They do have hit points, I believe. and fairly high defense and attack values. Not bad charge values either, but of course this is not a place where you really get a charge bonus. Dol Amroth Men-at-Arms going to face against the Guardians of Carn. That's going to be very yeah, that's not going to be good for them at all. Only 9 Knights of the Silver Swan now, just getting followed everywhere by those snow trolls. Oh, but over here, these Witch-Realm Scourgers were able to get on the wall without any resistance whatsoever. Which I believe is why... Oh, I was going to say maybe the Dol Amroth Men-at-Arms are going to come over here and try to stop him, but no. There's a lot of holes opened up here, like all pretty much across the whole area by Pharaoh. So definitely very methodical, well thought out attack. Oh, and look at this, the Balrogs just now wreaking havoc among the back lines of the defenders, taking out a lot of these skirmishers. There are only 2 Balrogs left, but still, they have definitely paid for themselves, which is saying something because of how expensive they are. Wardens the White Tower and Shield Fountain Guard now in full fight over here. They will be able to hold very, very well against the cheaper units like the Mordor, Moron Halberds, and Urks, but still, probably not very good to commit your elites against pretty cheap units when there are things like the Temple Inquisitors and stuff. But then again, they were pretty much forced to. Looks like there were actually Balrogs on the walls up here, but were taken out by the Axemen of Lossarnock nobles. There's actually a lot of defending units over here. There's Bandits, Thieves with Tharbad, Forged Shelby Swords, but there's also some Temple Guard actually. And like I said before, these guys are very, very deadly in melee. Oh, the attackers are pushing hard right here against the Forged Shelby Swords and Green Ray Guards. Not looking too good for the defenders at all. I mean, they do have some elites right here, but I don't know if it's going to be enough, especially because the attackers have pretty much taken this portion of the wall right here. It looks like Darkened King is actually going to have to commit his Haven Guard, possibly. Who, if they are able to get stuck in melee for long enough, will obviously rack up a ton of kills. Sons of Argonath, looks like they might be going after that last Balrog with the Haven Guard. Oh, will the charge do it? Nope. Yep, it did. Good job, Haven Guard. Still looks like, yeah, Pharaoh is still just taking a very slow approach to his attack. Not a lot's been going on. Edhel and Halberdiers are now fighting against the Witch-Realm Scourge Raiders, who are dropping very quickly. Edhel and Halberdiers are very, very strong. And yeah, over here the Guardians of Carn are butchering these poor Dol Amroth Men-at-Arms. But the dismounted Swan Knights were able to take out that full unit of Scourge Raiders without very much difficulty at all. They actually still have 90 men in the unit, and they only have 104 originally, so they definitely were able to take out those Scourge Raiders very easily. If Starling can get these Pelgar Marines to fire at the flanks of the Witch-Realm Scourge Raiders, or I would probably target the Guardians of Carn, would be very good. You'd also maybe want to consider saving the Javelins for something a little bit stronger, like the healthy unit of Guardians of Carn, or maybe even the Blackguard or Witch-Realm Hammer Guard, which you can see is just kind of standing here. But actually, that looks like what he might actually be trying to do. He's got him backed up here behind the Dol Amroth Men-at-Arms. Okay, they look like they're gonna throw. Might be too late. No, I don't know. Very interesting. Very interesting. Oh, fire ammo by the Tirthar Marksman, taking out a lot of those Scourge Raiders. It looks like the Catapult is trying to take out these Guardians of Carn, but just narrowly missed. Oh yeah, that's a perfect position for the Catapult to take out these Guardians, but looks like they just barely missed. General's Bodyguard, some more archers, the Trebuchet, and over here, oh, looks like a lot of the units right here actually took a decent amount of losses just to arrow fire. But anyway, looks like we've got some Numeran Shadow Guard out of ammo, and then yeah, right here, the attackers are just pushing still very, very hard. Defenders are still barely holding on to this main gate, but I don't know if they'll be able to actually hold it for the whole battle. Sons of Argonath just sitting here waiting for the perfect moment to be committed. Oh, and right here, the I don't know why Starling keeps taking his Shield Fountain Guard and Wardens of the White Tower in and out of the fight, because it's just allowing these huge amounts of forces here to just march in. But I probably just missed the Catapult take out a big blob of like Fountain Guard or Wardens of the White Tower or something like that, because it seemed like just a moment ago the Wardens were at like 80 or something, but now they're only at 17, 18, something like that. because you can see that the troll capital is in a very, very excellent position to try to take out units. Melkor's Chosen trying to sneak their way through, and also it looks like there's some Nazgul and Temple Inquisitors marching forward. Ooh, that's definitely not good for the defenders. Veterans of Osgiliath now being committed in melee. These guys are definitely very, very good in melee for archers that can hold their own very easily. They've got a sword and shield, which is not something that's incredibly common among archers. Oh, but these Melkor Chosen have managed to sneak their way through. If they're able to get past these veterans of Osgiliath, they can just wreak havoc among the back lines of Gondor and Dol Amroth, as well as the Free Peoples of Eriador. Especially because this guy's charge bonus is totally insane. Looks like the Haven Guard might be trying to chase them down, but they're not going to be able to. They simply won't be fast enough. They're going to have to try to take those Chosen out either with javelins of the Pelagir Marines or just arrow fire. But I believe it looks like they mostly are out of arrows right now because they've committed a lot of their archers. Gondorian winged swordsmen now holding the line right here on the wall. Despite there being this big hole right here, you actually can't walk through that, which is definitely good because the attackers can just like sneak right through and get the point right away. So that's actually, I'm glad about that. They can't go through there. Oh, all the arrows. Sorry, that was the last one, I promise. Anyway, we'll take a look over here at what Gundabad is doing. Looks like, yeah, the Melkor's Chosen. Still, taking out a large portion of those Haven Guard, probably from a rear charge. Definitely not something you want to happen as Dark Elven King. Gondor Knights trying to charge into the rear of these Black Orcs of the Mountain, it looks like, but they're going to now probably suffer the same fate as the Knights of the Silver Swan, that being getting chased down to death by these Snow Trolls, who are very fast. Looks like all these Scourge Raiders were taken out, and looks like the Guardians of Carndum are slowly but surely getting taken out. There are some Goblin Trackers up here, slowing down these dismounted Swan Knights, preventing them from helping out the Dol Amroth, the Edhelm Halberdiers who are holding line right here. Oh, I was very confused here. I was like, why is like half of the unit just dead? Did they get killed by javelins or something? But now they're hiding, it looks like. Or bracing? Okay. Yeah. Nimberdale Rangers and Blackroot Vale Archers firing at the flanks of those Guardians of Carndum. Let's see what the Haven Guard are. Oh, yes, it's still at 69. Oh, now they're oh, man. See. That's definitely not good now. Oh, jeez. All the cavalry that the attackers were able to sneak through the defending lines is definitely not going to be good. You can see they're actually now charging into the general's unit of Starling, that being the Wardens of Minas Ithil. There's also the Trebuchet getting taken out now by the Melkor's Chosen. Gatekeepers here. Looks like they might be firing at the cavalry. Definitely not a bad idea because they are, of course, AP and melee. Let's see. I want to know where the Inquisitors and Nazgul are. I assume they might be in the fight, but I don't know. Only 15 Gondorian winged swordsmen left. Oh, yep, there goes the general. See, that's... Oh, yeah, I don't know. I mean, it was very difficult because the catapult was of course, right here at this gate, but Starling probably should have just left his troops there because, I mean, you can already see how hard the attackers are pushing right here. I mean, I do think that the defenders will be able to win the fight right here, at least for now, just because they have got a lot of elites here, like the Sons of Argonath, and Haven Guard, as well as the Veterans of Osgiliath, and the Wardens, of course. Okay, yeah. Now, actually, it's I was actually wondering why Starling brought so much cavalry. I didn't think it'd be of much use at all, but it looks like that actually is going to be somewhat useful, at least in chasing down these this depleted unit of Melkor's Chosen. I don't think they'll be able to take on what's left of the Brotherhood of the Lance, mostly because of that debuff, but still. Oh, okay, this is not good. I mean, you can see the already thin lines of Master Blaster right here on this gate are just getting pretty much swept away now by the Brotherhood of the Lance, who have been charged in the back by the General's Bodyguard. But, oh yeah, look at this. You can see all the forces of Mordor and Gondor here pouring out from this gate now, going to try to outflank the Sons of Argonath and all the units right here holding this gate. As well as the one Melkor's Chosen charging in. Not taking out a Haven Guard, surprisingly. That's good. Good for the defenders, I mean. Yeah, they definitely need to get their catapult working. Like, oh man, against this blob right here, probably should try to bring that catapult back to help out these Dol Amroth Men-at-Arms and Edhelm Halberdiers who are getting just butchered by the Rudauer Berserkers. And let's see here. Yeah, the Witchron Blackguard is here as well, so they definitely want to probably use some missile units over here. Oh yeah, and we've got another unit of Guardians of Cardoom as well as another unit of Rude Berserkers. I mean, I don't know what the money was, but being able to bring 3 units of Rude Berserkers and 2 units of Guardians of Cardoom, I don't know what the money was. It seemed a little bit much, but I don't know. Especially because it didn't really seem like Gondor really had that many just standard infantry units. You can see Darkened King is now having to commit a lot of stuff over here, like the archers, more Edhelm halberdiers. Looks like some snow trolls actually broke. Oh man, I did not even see this fight. Some snow trolls managed to break through the Dol Amroth men-at-arms right here. Oh yeah, okay, yeah. This is definitely what the defenders need. The Pelargir Marines throwing their javelins through these buildings right here, right into this big blob of pikes, and the hopefully the Witchhelm Hammer Guard definitely is something that the defenders need to take advantage of. Because Dol Amroth right here is definitely struggling, which is not good at all, considering the fact that over here is like no better. I mean, you can see the defenders are still holding on barely right here on that gate, but over here they're just like getting pushed through. However, it looks like Mordor and Khan have really not taken advantage of the fact that there are no defenders here. They're kind of just having some scattered units getting chased down by like these tier 3 wardens and stuff. I don't know. Let's take a look at... They've got some Brotherhood of the Sword there. Let's take a look at what they've got back here. I mean, yeah, they still got 2 units of Brotherhood of the Axe, and he had 2 units of Brotherhood of the Sword as well. Oh my goodness. I don't even... Okay. Pretty sure that the like second unit of Brotherhood of the Axe would have been like 2,000 something, but I don't know. 2 Brotherhood of the Lance left. That's good. Yeah, he just needs to take the advantage. He just... Horsey Hawks needs to just put all of his units left over these walls just to try to push through and at least draw away some of the defending units from the other places like this gate right here. More Pelargir Marines. Oh man, it's still close. It's still close. The 8 Nazgul are here, taking out these poor sons of Osgiliath. I don't know where the Inquisitors are. Haven Guard still fighting strong, as well as the veterans of Osgiliath, and a unit of tier 3 wardens right here to back them up. Yeah, I don't actually know where the Temple Inquisitors are. Oh, okay, yeah. Now Dol Amroth forces on the ground are getting pushed hard right here. Looks like they're going to get swept through pretty much on this flank, which means these Rude Heavy Pikes and what's left of these Witchhelm Hammer Guard are going to be able to take out the very thin defense right here that was holding back the Blackguard and Rude Berserkers. Oh, yep, and the wall in the fight now looks like it's definitely turning in favor of Gundabad. Talon Knights now being brought off the walls. Definitely good, because I don't think it was really necessary. Yeah, it wasn't really necessary to hold them here, even though his gate is down. It doesn't look like Gundabad it doesn't look like Gundabad has enough forces to commit them elsewhere, or to commit them to another gate. Talon Knights now fighting against the pikemen and black orcs. However, they're not going to be able to kill these guys quick enough to save the Edhelm halberdiers that are over here. So Gundabad is going to be able to push through. I assume so anyway. I don't know what happens in this battle. Oh yeah, just a lot of scattered forces now of Dol Amroth just trying to hold their own, but just getting taken out pretty quickly by Gundabad. Mordor Rangers and Black Reveal Archers trying to fire into the flanks of these Berserkers. Not a bad idea at all, but if Pharaoh does notice this, he'll be able to just pull his units back there to silence those archers. Also got the Gatekeepers here firing at, I believe, yeah, these Brotherhood of the Axe, who are taking out the last of the Haven Guard and Sons of Osgiliath. And there's also some Pelargir Marines here too. Oh man, that's deadly right there. The combined fire of the javelins and the crossbows into the flanks of an unshielded unit is just horrible to see. Yeah, I don't actually know where the Inquisitors... Okay, yeah. Looks like Horsey Hawks YT is committing the last of his forces. Good idea, especially committing them right here, because all the defenders have are some Pelargir Marines. A little bit of cavalry back there, it looks like. Yeah, I don't actually... Maybe the Inquisitors were already taken out? No, it looks like they had been fighting for a long time, because there's only 26 of them left. And it looks like the Nazgul are actually there as well. They were fighting down here against the Haven Guard and Sons of Osgiliath. Looks like they were pulled out in time to at least save a couple of them. Pelargir Marines running around now trying to, help out these other Pelargir Marines who are just getting butchered by the Brotherhood of the Sword and Axe. As well now they're going to, oh man, this is just not good. More Nazgul, Nazgul, Temple Inquisitors, and more Brotherhood of the Sword and Axe. Oh man, okay, and there goes the Dol Amroth General. Don't actually know where he was. I thought he was maybe in the unit of Hayden Guard, but possibly not. Maybe he was in the, looked like he was just in like an open street. So maybe, yeah, oh yeah, it looks like the general was in the Middle Rangers, who were getting cut down by the Numeran Shadow Guard. Oh yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I mean, just looking what the defenders have left, I don't think they'll be able to pull it off, but I don't know. Oh wow, seeing 33 dismounted Swan Knights shaken, that's not a sight that I often see. And there goes the Free Peoples of Eriador General. I mean, it's still very close. I mean, it's still within 1%, but I mean, I just don't think the, yeah, I don't think the defenders have enough elites left. I mean, there's still like the very healthy Blackguard, a number of Rudar Berserkers and Guardians of Karn Doom, as well as there's even some Woodrealm Hammer Guard. And of course, they've got all the Brotherhood of the Sword and Axe over here, as well as the Nazgul and Temple Inquisitors, who are just butchering the poor Tier 3 Wardens on the flank. Nice charge in the back, though, from the Gondor Knights by Starling. Still looks like there's some Tier 3 Wardens. I don't know what happened to the Talon Knights, actually, that were over there by the wall. But over here, it actually looks like the defenders have won this fight at the gate pretty much, so they've just got a few Mordor orcs to cut down, which will be able to free them up to possibly go after these Nurniak infantry and then help out these Pelargir Marines just by charging into the back of these units. But I don't know if it'll be enough, because you can already see that the Gundabad forces are starting to march forward now. The bodyguard and knights are trying to slow them down, but I don't think it'll work out that well. There's also the Forge Hill gatekeepers here, firing through buildings at. Looks like they're firing at. Yeah, it looks like they're firing at the Blackguard, who are now charging into the back of these Talon Knights. Who actually were, yeah, they were able to take out. If they had been left alone by the Blackguard, they probably would have been able to take out these heavy pikes and black orcs. Yeah, probably most certainly. But now with these Blackguard coming in from behind, there's really no chance. Especially because the Blackguard are actually AP in melee, which is not something that you see that often, especially in a sword and shield unit. We'll take a look over here now. Yeah, gatekeepers trying to get repositioned. Hammer Guard, Guardians, Berserkers, just a lot of stuff. Oh, probably shouldn't chase away or chase down those units. Probably should go over here and try to help out, but I don't know. There's really not a whole lot you can do in this situation as a defender when you've only got like a couple units left. Over here though, Gondor and Dol Amroth are trying to rally the last of their forces. Looks like Gondor is going to try to commit them into his veterans of Osgiliath into those Rudar Berserkers. Looks like the Haven Guard are just kind of staying there right now. Probably might have lost a micro on them just for a second anyway. Here the Warden's wavering. And there you go, the Tier Warden's breaking now. Oh man, not good. Not good at all. I hate to see Gondor and Dol Amroth cut down, as well as the Free Peoples of Eriador. They're pretty cool. Not as cool as Gondor or Dol Amroth, but you know, they're alright. I'm actually excited to see all the new units they get when they become the Kingdom of Cardalin in the new patch. I'm also kind of hoping for maybe some different units for Gondor, but I doubt it because Gondor actually has a pretty large unit roster as it is. Mainly I'm just hoping for a little bit more AP in melee, or better archers. Seeing as they're definitely not a cavalry focused faction. Still two Nimmerdale Rangers. Now still firing into the flanks of these Rudar Berserkers, it looks like. Come on. Haven Guard, I believe in you. You can take out that Rudar Berserker. I know you just watched another Haven Guard get killed by a different one, but you can kill him. Avenge your fallen comrade. I hope he might get stun locked to death. Oh, he might be able to take him out. Come on, Haven Guard, I believe in you. You're not AP, but that's fine. You still have insane stats. Oh, come on. I thought he was going to kill him there. Okay, here we go. Nice. There we go. Stab him and then chop him in the neck. Nice. He did exactly what I told him to. Haven Guard. Trying to back up these veterans of Osgiliath and the, I thought I might have seen, yeah, Son of Argonath. Looks like that might have been the last one. Just got taken out. Nope, there's still a couple left. One. One. Sons of Argonath look very cool. I like their armor. The darker color of it. And over here we'll take a look at, yeah, looks like the Temple Inquisitors are trying to, yeah, they broke those Gondor Knights. Black Southern Mountain just kind of standing here. 4 tier their Wardens. Charging, doing the last stand. Believe there's really nothing left of Master Blaster's forces. He might have that unit of crossbows somewhere, but I thought it might have just, I'm pretty sure it might have just gotten, like, chased down. Black Widow archers. Yeah, these Talon Knights over here got cut down. But I don't know where the Master Blaster's Foreshell Gatekeepers went. I mean, I'm assuming they just got chased down or something, but I don't know. Oh, and that's gonna be the death blow. These Brotherhood of these Sword and Axe, along with the Nurniag infantry, coming in from behind and taking out these the last of the Haven Guard. Still one Son of Argonath, man. Just getting beat up right now by Guardian of Crown Doom. See if he's able to take out the Guardian. Doesn't look like it. He's just kind of getting stunned. Oh, no way. Yeah, no, just getting stun locked. Okay. Wow, it's still very, very close. I mean, just watching it, it didn't really feel that close, but looking at the percent, it's still within 6%, which is pretty cool. You don't see a whole lot of super close games, I guess, all the time anyway. A lot of dead bodies. Yeah, I guess that unit of 4 Gatekeepers just got chased down. General's bodyguard now charging into the back for a final stand. Trying to take down as many orcs and evil men as possible before they die. And that looks like it's pretty much going to be it. Rudar Berserkers. Oh, 1 Thillian Ranger. And he's dead. Got killed by a Temple Inquisitor. Okay. Yeah, 100% to 93, so within 7%. Very cool. Very close. Let's go ahead and speed it up here. And the 1 General's bodyguard is going to get taken out by the Temple Inquisitors. And there we go. Some admit defeats. Okay. So yeah, definitely a very close battle. Master Blaster getting 2,100 kills, Darkened King getting 1,300, and Starling, who to me had like almost one of the strangest army compositions for Gondor that I've seen, had 2,945 kills. Pharaoh getting the most. Oh, Horsey YT actually getting the most for kills for his team. The other two not far behind. Oh, 378 kills for the Forge Captains, 160 for the Battle Ready Dunedain, and 368 for the Gatekeepers. And not bad, not bad. Some pretty good kills actually for the Dunedain Rangers. I probably would have brought another unit of the Gatekeepers rather than the Dunedain, all the Dunedain Rangers, but he still got a lot of kills nonetheless. Anyway, so yeah, very cool battle. Big thank you to Master Blaster for sending it to me. Also, big thank you to all the players involved. And I actually forgot. I was going to mention this in the beginning of the video because most people who watch these types of videos, well, not most, I should say some people who watch these kinds of videos, because they're so long, they'll either just watch like the very beginning, well, they'll watch the beginning and then they'll skip to the end to see who wins. So I was going to do it in the beginning, but I accidentally forgot. So anyway, if you guys did not know, the ModDB Mod of the Year like event, you could say, is going on right now. If you guys want to, you should totally vote for Reforged, because it's definitely the Mod of the Year, in my opinion. It's super, super cool, super fun, just because I like all the different units. I love just the overall feel of the game. There are perhaps some balance issues, but obviously those are being worked on as we speak. So again, well, I'm trying to think. So it actually already made it through to the top 100. Reforged already made it through to the top 100. But if you voted for it to get into the top 100, you're gonna have to vote for it again if you want to make it further, because after the top 100, all the votes reset. So you have to vote again for Reforged if that is what you want to vote for. So anyway, with that in mind, farewell wherever you fare till your armies receive you at your journey's end.